Systema, a 1,000 years old Russian combat system, means literally the method in Russian. It is a comprehensive combat system that encompasses various techniques and principles for effective self-defense and hand-to-hand combat. Originating in Russia, Systema draws influences from a diverse range of martial arts, including traditional Slavic fighting methods, Cossack martial arts, and ancient battlefield tactics.
The first mentions of Systema can be traced back to ancient times, when the art was passed down through generations, primarily within Russian military and warrior cultures. It gained recognition as a distinct martial art in the 20th century with the establishment of the first clubs, ruling institutions, and international federations and associations.
While it is challenging to pinpoint a single founder of Systema, notable masters such as Alexander Ratunsky and Mikhail Ryabko have played instrumental roles in shaping the art and training generations of practitioners. Legend has it that Systema's roots can be traced back to the legendary Russian warrior tradition, where combat skills were vital for survival. The ability to adapt and respond effectively in unpredictable situations became the essence of Systema.
It is a combat system with a rich history that spans across ancient times to its modern foundation. In tracing its influences, we must delve into various martial arts and fighting styles that have contributed to its development. Its origins can be traced back to ancient civilizations, where hand-to-hand combat was a necessity for survival. Ancient civilizations such as Egypt, Greece, Rome, China, and India all had their own unique combat systems that laid the groundwork for the development of martial arts. These systems incorporated techniques such as striking, grappling, and weapon usage, which would later find their way into Systema.
During the Middle Ages, Russia was greatly influenced by neighboring cultures, particularly the Mongols and Byzantines. The Mongols brought with them their own martial traditions, including horseback archery and wrestling. These influences were incorporated into the Russian combat systems, forming the basis of what would later become Systema. The Cossacks, a group of fierce warriors from the Russian steppes, played a significant role in the development of Systema. The Cossacks' fighting style, known as hopuk, combined elements of swordsmanship, horseback riding, and hand-to-hand combat. This dynamic and versatile fighting system heavily influenced the later development of Systema.
In the 16th and 17th centuries, Russia was exposed to various European martial arts due to increased contact through trade and warfare. Fencing techniques from Western Europe, particularly those of the Italian and Polish schools, were adopted by Russian nobility and incorporated into their martial training. These European influences further enriched the repertoire of techniques used in Russian combat systems.
The emergence of the Russian Special Forces during the 20th century also played a crucial role in shaping Systema. The Soviet Union's military and intelligence agencies developed their own combat systems, focusing on practicality, adaptability, and efficiency. These systems, which included elements of judo, sambo, and various other martial arts, were taught to elite units, such as the Spetsnaz, who were known for their exceptional combat skills. It was within this context that Mikhail Ryabko and later Vladimir Vasilyev emerged as key figures in the modern development of Systema. Mikhail Ryabko, a former Russian military officer and martial artist, began training in martial arts from a young age and eventually became an instructor in the Russian military. Drawing on his extensive experience and knowledge, Ryabko refined and systematized the combat techniques he had learned, laying the foundation for what would become Systema.
Vladimir Vasilyev, a former Spetsnaz operator and student of Mikhail Ryabko, further developed Systema and popularized it outside of Russia. Vasilyev's teachings focused on principles rather than techniques, emphasizing breath control, relaxation, and fluid movement. This approach distinguishes Systema from many other martial arts as it prioritizes adaptability and spontaneity in combat situations. In the 1990s, Systema began to gain international recognition when Mikhail Ryabko and Vladimir Vasiliev started conducting seminars and workshops worldwide. This exposure allowed practitioners from different backgrounds to experience the effectiveness and uniqueness of Systema's approach to combat. Today, Systema continues to grow in popularity as more individuals seek to explore its principles and training methods.
At the core of Systema lie several fundamental principles and concepts that govern its practice. These include a holistic approach to combat, emphasizing fluidity, adaptability, and efficiency. Systema practitioners are trained to utilize natural movements, focusing on breath control, relaxation, and body mechanics. The rotational movements and grappling techniques employed in Systema enable practitioners to neutralize threats swiftly and effectively.